At the Commission for Complaints for Telecom Television Services, the CCTS, we hear from thousands of Canadians every month. Some of you have told us that you're concerned about your wireless, internet, TV, or home phone service provider. Do they actually listen to you? And are they in fact accountable to you, the customer? For some people, it may seem that these companies just act as though they don't have to answer to anyone. The fact is, this isn't true. These services in Canada are, for the most part, not regulated by government, but there are a set of very specific rules your service provider has to follow relating to the way they do business with the Canadian public. Let's talk about some rules that are central to the work we do for consumers and service providers. They're called codes, and they're set by the industry regulator, the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, the CRTC. The codes outline specific behaviors through which your service provider must honor its commitments to you, the customer. The job of the CCTS is to interpret the meaning behind these rules for consumers and for providers, reinforce these rules, and ensure fairness for all parties concerned. How do we do this? When you bring a problem to us, we work to resolve the issue between you and your service provider as fairly and quickly as possible. But during that process, we will also point out whether they may or may not have broken one or some of these rules. We call this a breach. Breaches cover a variety of categories across wireless, internet, TV, and phone services and include information missing in contracts, disconnection without proper notice, reasons for disconnection, illegitimate charges, and billing for services not purchased. Following these rules is in the best interest of service providers who want to stay in touch with their customers' basic consumer rights, and customers should feel confident that these rules can help them get to a resolution when there's an issue. We publicly report on these code breaches regularly throughout the year for transparency and to determine if new rules are required. All in all, the CCTS is here to ensure service providers in Canada play by the rules. Administering the codes of conduct is simply another way the CCTS is here for Canadians, resolving complaints and providing solutions. For more information, visit our site. Let's talk solutions.